Welcome to Why Am I Knicks Fan? I'm comedian Miller Mark. My guest today is the hilarious Meeti Purani.
Hello.
All right, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. Thanks for being on.
Of course.
All right, we are off to a flying start. All right, the Knicks, it's time to put on your knickers and talk some Backers basketball and some comedy too. The Knicks are currently 5-3 in third place in the Eastern Conference, game and a half behind the Chicago Bulls for first place. They're currently on a 3-game winning streak. They won last night against the Minnesota Timberwolves at the Garden, 137-114. So they kicked some ass. They are currently on a 7-game homestand. It's their longest homestand since, I think, 13-14, an 8-game homestand. They're 5-0 at home and 0-3 on the road. So let's stay at home for the rest of the season. All right, let me get to my guest. Are you a Knicks fan? Meeti, are you a Knicks fan?
Sure.
All right, let's go with that then. So what is your favorite moment of being a Knicks fan?
That we win no matter what.
I like that answer. I love that answer. All right, let's dive into the comedy portion of the program. All right, let me see. I got to find my questions here. All right, we are off to a great start.
Yes, we are. Just like the Knicks.
Oh, awesome. I love you bringing it in. All right, what drew you or got you into comedy?
I love making people laugh.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a phenomenal answer. You're making me laugh right now. How long have you been performing?
I've been performing for 5 years.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it'll be 6 soon.
Oh, when is your anniversary?
I just say January 2020.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
just round it, yeah.
Did you get started like on Zoom shows since that's the pandemic, or?
I think it was just slightly pre-pandemic, but then yes, there were some Zoom shows, but thankfully the scene that I was in, we were our own pod basically. So
Oh, cool.
we'd meet up at the park and stuff like that and do mics there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you do a lot of Zoom shows during the pandemic?
We did a few Zoom shows. I remember doing a Zoom roast.
Oh, God.
And that was the most painful, dramatic moment of our scene, where it's like everyone's pandemic sad, and we're just roasting each other like low blows. It was pretty.
Oh,
bad.
it wasn't one person you were roasting. You all were roasting each other.
Yeah.
That's how I did a couple Zoom shows. I actually put a sign in my back on my wall that says Club Miller. So I'm like, oh, this is Club Miller now. But Zoom shows are just, as you know, just horrible because you're waiting for laughs and everything.
Yeah, they are. But I feel like if I had to do it again, like there's so much opportunity to play with Zoom in and of itself, and I feel like that it was like a learning experience. But if I had to do it again, I'd put like some PowerPoint shit together, you know, like.
Let's not hope for another pandemic so she can get her comedy career off now. All right, so who are or some of your biggest influences in comedy?
I'd have to say the greats of our time, of our generation. So definitely Louis C.K., Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, Tiffany Haddish, Maria Bamford, Ali Wong. I look to all of these incredible comedians to develop myself. Yeah.
So did you take a little from each person, or that's
Exactly.
awesome, and mold it into your hilarious self? Let me see. What's your process for coming up with material?
It really depends. So it really varies from time to time. But for new material, I mean, I could just sit and write like jokes, like set up, punch. Like that's like the basic. Sometimes like someone will inspire me, and so I'll write off of that. And then sometimes I just like put on some binaural beats and, smoke a little weed and just see what comes to mind. Yeah.
It's definitely not my process. Usually for me, something has to happen. I'm like, oh, that's great. And then I put it as a note, and then I'm like, oh, it's an idea, and then I have to harvest it.
I get
But that's
that.
cool. So marijuana helps you big time.
A little. I mean, it can definitely be a distraction too, but for just kind of drifting into the imagination, like marijuana is great.
Oh, yeah. We're pro marijuana on this podcast. All right, what's your like most memorable, I can't say that word, moment performing stand-up?
I mean, there's just so many that come to mind, but like, I think like the moment that comes to my mind immediately is like when I first started and I was in Albany and I was just getting on stage and just finding myself and just like a total mess. And I mean, I've still been a total mess for a while after that, but it was just like my first few moments of like just feeling happy on stage.
Oh,
really.
that's so sweet.
That's what comes to mind. Yeah.
Yeah, and you grew up upstate New York, right?
No, I grew up all over the place. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But was Albany like? Because I guess I'm not outing you. You went to college in Albany or near it, right?
No. So I went to CMU for my master's, and then once I graduated, I got my first job working for this New York State Senate, and that's in Albany, so I was there.
Oh,
for
okay.
work.
Yeah, because I was thinking Albany's like close, your home base or whatever, so that had to be kind of cool to perform there.
Yeah, it was dope because it's like a political city, and I feel like there's a lot of like political towns in America that have lost their like touch with like their rebellious counterculture that happens.
Yeah.
Or they like squash it out. But in Albany, there is still like kind of like a DIY scene where it's like kind of like punk, skater kind of vibes, queer culture, like all of this like undercurrent that does help with the comedy part of.
Oh, cool.
The
And
culture there, yeah.
are audiences there pretty, you can try stuff and everything? They're
Yeah.
pretty forgiving, I guess?
Yeah, they are. And it's like, it's a lot of artists who are there, and like people who are low income are there in the audience, but there's also people who work in the government and who have influence who are there. And so it's just like this perfect like melting pot. But it's still like a matter of getting the word out still.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a eclectic, I guess that's the right word, audience. That sounds like a lot of fun. Was that the Funny Bone? Is that Albany?
Funny Bone is Albany, but it's not necessarily the backbone of the comedy community there. Like the comedy community is like its own group where some people are at the Funny Bone, some people are at Saratoga Comedy Works. They're just kind of all over the place.
Yeah, a lot of coffee shops and stuff.
Yeah, a lot of bars and stuff.
Oh, that's cool. And that's where you like really started. Well, you said you started on Zoom. With that Albany, did that help boost you wanting to do it more and more?
Yeah, like I think Albany was a great place to start just because of the way that the community functions. So, but yeah, I mean, I think I just started kind of like at bars and stuff there, but then once everything shut down, it was on Zoom and then parks and stuff. So
yeah. Oh, so these
like,
were parks in Albany.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
cool. I was thinking Brooklyn or something. I'm so New York City centric.
No, I get it.
But that's cool. And the comedy community, were they welcoming and nice community up there?
Yeah, I think every community has its like issues here and there, but I think overall like it's a community that wanted to like communicate and work together, and if there were any issues, we wanted to hash it out.
Oh,
And
cool.
it was like we would also take it to stage, like there would be like there was like mics that were so intense where people were just insulting each other and it just got, and people were clapping back, and I was involved in this obviously. And then at the end of the mic, once it's over, we all just clapped. We're like, hell
that's
yeah,
awesome.
we'll see you next week or see you tomorrow.
We'll see you motherfuckers next week now.
Because it was just that intense.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That's a good training ground for.
Yep.
That definitely helped you down here, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but down here it was another level.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for the heat in the city.
Oh, all right. Yeah, there's a lot of cattiness in the New York City comedy scene.
Yeah. It's just so many people, and then and they all get involved, and then it's just like me, like. But like there, it was like it was like a good training ground for it. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many cliques down here that. Luckily, I'm older. I just float above them all.
I get it.
What's your favorite spot to perform at, either here or up there or anywhere?
I'd say it's just anywhere.
Oh,
really.
okay.
I don't have a preference. Just anywhere where like the audience is paying attention.
Yeah, I know you like Philadelphia a lot, correct?
I like the scene there. I think their community is really great. Like when I go there, and then there's also like people from the Albany scene. Like John Bryce is there, so like I go in, I just run into him, and I'm like, like
that's
Albany,
awesome.
like and yeah, just like I like the community there. There's
Albany in the house.
yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, what's your favorite spot to perform at in New York City?
I don't know if I have a favorite. Like I feel like I don't know. I just don't really have a preference.
Yeah, because. Yeah, for me, I love performing. We're at the Producers Club at the bar down here because if you get the right audience, the laughs are like reverberating off the walls and everything. So it's a fun little spot to perform at. There, I love condensed environments where the laughs are reverberating because I'm just that damn funny. They're reverberating.
Yeah.
I'm just
Hell yeah.
But the Yeah, so I think we're going to end there. So where can people find you at on social media?
My handle is at MEEEEEETTZ on every platform, basically. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. And do you have any shows coming up that you'd like to promote?
I am on the Comfy Clash this Saturday. But yeah, I mean, I have a bunch. If you go on my website, meetipurani.com, like I have them all listed and I update them and so on. So
Awesome. Well, good luck this weekend. Take home that crown.
thank you.
All right, the 12th man is in the game, which means this podcast is almost over. I would like to thank Meeti for being my guest on this reboot.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. I'd like to thank the Producers Club for recording this episode in their lovely new podcast studio. You can find them at producersclub.com. You can follow this podcast on Instagram, Why Am I Knicks Fan, on X, Why Am I Knicks Fan, Facebook fan page, Why Am I Knicks Fan, and you can email the show at whamiKnicksFan@outlook.com. All right, thanks. I'll be back with another episode next month. Thanks for listening. Take care, everybody.
Thank you.